Hey, Mike with Mike's Bags, and today I'm reviewing the Butcher by Razor Bags. Let's go ahead and dive in and break down this bag. We'll start here with the slow side. This slow side is it's the Surefire material, but it's the opposite side of what Lucky uses on the Surefire. It's the same side you find on the Reynolds Typhoon, the All Cornhole All Slides 2.0. It's the softer side of the material. I kind of like this side better than the other. I'm gonna call it a 5-speed. Razor calls this a 4-speed material. To me, I think on normal conditions, dry conditions, it's a 5-speed. Now it is very susceptible to humidity. As boards get sticky and damp from humidity, it really slows down, becomes unplayable. But on dry conditions, about a 5-speed on the slow side. Fast side, this is the game changer Surefire fast side. It's an 8-speed, 8.5 speed material. Again, Razor calls it like a 9. I'd probably give it 8.5. So I would call this a 5, 8.5. Razor calls this a 4 and 9. So you're looking at 4 to 5 slow, 8.5 to 9 fast, somewhere in that range. But this, again, it's a wonderful fast side material. It's like the boarding conditions, pushes through pretty much anything. This is actually the same two material combinations you find on the Typhoon, on the All Slides 2.0. In fact, to me, this bag's more comparable. I recently reviewed the Gladiator Brawler, and I feel like this bag is more in line with that than I would say that the Reynolds Typhoon, and mostly because of the amount of fill in it. So it's kind of a larger template bag, which most Razor bags seem to be on that larger template size, larger template bag, but it's got a fair amount of fill. I mean, it's not, I would not call it full. You've got a decent amount of flop here to it, right? But it's not as floppy as some other bags would be. It's still got a decent amount of fill. In fact, this bag, template-wise, fill-wise, material-wise, just like that Gladiator Brawler, same materials. Pretty much it's got the Razor calls it the RZ3 fill in it. It's that flat fill. From what I can tell, it's nothing but the flat fill. I don't think there's any kind of a mix or blend or anything. It's nothing but 100% flat fill in this bag, which I believe is the same. If I remember right, I believe it's the same as what Gladiator used in the Brawler, the Brawler that I reviewed. I think they had the BB2 fill or whatever. Anyway, basically the same bag as that. It's a Reynolds Typhoon. It's a fuller version of the Reynolds Typhoon with flat fill. The Typhoon uses more of that bead fill. This has that flat fill. So if you like the Typhoon, but you want a fuller version of that, you can get the Brawler or the Butcher, especially if you're looking for flat fill. Let's go ahead and jump into playability. Oh, the other thing I want to mention, these are ACL stamp for 2023. These are ACL Pro stamp for you. So if those guys who play an ACL Advanced, this is a stamp bag you can use there. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into playability on this bag. And this is really a bag that, again, I mentioned the humidity issue. This is a bag designed for dry boards. Dry boards, any speeds you can play well. This material is wonderful for dry boards. To me, I find this material is better when the boards are faster, and that's because this material, basically, there's 3 knocks to it. One, the humidity, it just doesn't play at all humidity. Second one is this material will kick on you. If you're not throwing a flat bag, you've got a little bit of angle in it, the bag is going to kick on you. Now, having the flat fill will take away some of that kick, so it's not as punishing as a bead fill bag would do. But it's still going to kick on you. The third thing is this material has a tendency to hang on the hole. And when you mix it with this flat fill, it's a little more flat fill. I really found these bags to be a little more, not as hole friendly as I would like them to be. Right? That's why I tend to prefer a mixed fill or more bead fill, because I really feel like that type of fill, it just wants to drip in more, whereas flat fill just wants to settle. And once it settles, it hangs there. A little harder to collect. You got to be a little more aggressive, a little more intentional to bring these bags in. Not saying it's impossible. The real issue is when the bag hangs on the back of the hole. Really hard to collect without an air drag. On this side, you can throw a cut shot, come across and collect it and pull it in. And these bags are great for cutting because, as I mentioned, a bag that kicks also cuts well, and this bag really does cut well. Now, I talked about faster boards. The reason I like this material on faster boards is because faster boards, some of that kick goes away, and faster boards, you get less of that hanging, because as long as you're going up the hole, if you can keep the bag moving, it'll spin around and come in. It's when the bag stops. Once it stops and the fill settles, that's when it's hard to get the fill moving again and get the bag back in. So faster boards, as long as the bag's moving, you take away some of that hanging on the hole, you take away some of that kick, it minimizes the negatives of the bag. Now, the positives of this material is very controllable. You can go hole for hole with it. You can throw blocks up there. You can, like I said, you can cut it. You can flop this. You can roll it. You can do pretty much everything with this bag, with this material. And that's why this material is very popular. It's great for, it just feels great in the hand. So if you don't like the feel of a carpet bag, you don't like the way the carpet bag really punishes you, it's kind of the step up from carpet, first step between carpet and getting to a faster bag. The fast side here is wonderful for pushing through bags. You've got enough speed here. If you've got a block up there, you can easily push through and collect it. And being a fuller bag, not being a super floppy, the bags are very easy to collect, right? You're clipping a quarter. I always talk about floppy bags. They want a cording up. You want a cording up in your floppy bag, and they just want a cording up and get around and not go through. Because these bags are fuller, you can clip them, take them in. So that means you can throw your blocker a little more over on your opponent's side. You don't have to put it right in the middle. You can get a little more aggressive and put it on their side, leave you a better lane to get your next bags in, and then come with your fourth bag down and clip it and take it in if your opponent doesn't already take it in for you. And so if you're looking to play a dirty style game, this is really good for that. It's a good middle ground bag. That it's very popular because it fits a lot of play styles, right? Again, hole for hole. If you're a fast bag thrower, you can still throw this. If you like to play a dirty style game, a cart bag thrower, you can throw this. So it's wonderful for blind draws because you can mix it up depending on what your partner likes to play. You like to play. You don't have to play the same style of game. It's also if you like to mix up your gameplay from round to round. One round you're going hole for hole. The next round you're throwing a blocker here or there. You can do it with this bag, and that's why this bag becomes very popular. Now for me, I would say I don't mind. I've mentioned before, I don't mind floppier bags. My problem is I want my floppy bag to not be as full, and that's because the advantage of having a floppy bag is the forgiveness around the hole, right? When you have a larger, floppier bag, you widen that landing zone because that bag can go by and clip that corner and come around. What happens is when you fill the bag up and add more fill to it, you lose the advantage of having that larger bag because I found this bag didn't do a great job of grabbing the corner. So if I was off a little further left or right, it wasn't as forgiving at grabbing that corner around. It would just kind of skip over, or it might clip the corner but spin around and just wouldn't hang in the hole, would hang on the bag too far out of play, wasn't collectible. So to me, I would rather see this bag a little less fill, a little more flop to it. I would also rather see this bag with a little bit of a mixed fill. Add some beads in here and help improve the hole friendliness. Eliminate the bags just hanging on the hole. Those are two little things that I would personally like to change. But it's not a bad bag. I can see where players like this bag. It's a wonderful bag in the hand. If you like to have, you got enough feel to grab a hold of. You got that fluid hand feel. It's a wonderful hand feel. You got the soft materials on it. So all in all, it's a solid bag. And I can see why people like it. It leads me to availability, and Razor has a website, buyprobags.com. Put a link down in the description for you to go do that. Razor always has bags in stock. It's very rare that I see a bag sold out. Sometimes they'll sell out a colorway or design, but the bags are always in stock. They have a ton of colorways and a ton of different designs. Like, they pretty much have something on it that you're going to like. Razor does a great job with that at keeping their bags stocked. These bags, when I just looked them up before I came to this review, they were $79 on the website. Plus you paid, the shipping was $9. But Razor has a weird thing of you have to buy the extra warranty. So if you just pay the basic $9 shipping, you only get 1 month warranty on the seams, which is it seems weird to me. Like, I feel like if you're going to make a quality bag, you should stand behind it. 1 month warranty on the seams. I don't know why Razor just doesn't offer a 6 month or a year long or whatever. I don't know, offer a few months. Anyway, they make you pay for the warranty, right? So for $9, you get 1 month. I can't remember, it was like $14 you got 3 months, and $19 you got 6 months warranty. So for an extra $10 you get a 6 month warranty on it. To be honest with you, I don't think it's worth paying the extra $10 just to get 6 months warranty as opposed to getting 5 extra months. If it's a good quality bag, I don't think you're going to have seam issues. And again, I don't know why a company like Razor wouldn't stand behind their bags for at least 6 months just under their regular warranty policy. It makes me wonder, do they have seam issues that's why they're charging? I don't know. Anyway, I didn't really like that idea. I don't like having to buy an extra warranty, right? I feel like if I'm paying you $80-$90 for this bag, I feel like you should stand behind it. And then that's kind of it's a personal thing. It just rubbed me the wrong way. Every time I look at Razor's bags and I see that they charge that extra, I don't like that. Anyway, but no, it's a good bag. The Butcher's a good bag. If you like the Typhoon, but you want a fuller bag, if you love the Gladiator Brawlers, you'll like this. So anyway, if you've thrown these bags, I love your feedback, what you like them, what you didn't like about them, what other Razor bags you want to see me review. I thank you guys so much for support, and I thank you for watching.